Assalamu alaikum and welcome from TMC Cricket Ground for this final of Intellectual Solutions presents 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. Two of the finest banks of Pakistan are up against each other today in this all-important grand finale. Habib Metropolitan Bank are facing Soneri Bank, where Soneri Bank won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. Ali Naki and Fahad Manzoor have come out to open the innings for Habib Metropolitan Bank, and so far they have managed to score 5 runs of the first 4 deliveries. Slightly short, but just too close to cut. So another dot ball this from the left arm spinner. It's a bright sunny morning here at TMC Cricket Ground. Hot and humid weather. Ideal conditions for the batters to just score enough runs on the board. That is another dot delivery this from the left arm orthodox. So good start this from the Beer. Four fielders, in fact 5, are now standing inside the inner ring with the fielder at long on. He once again tries to pierce the gap on the offside. There is a slight misfield from the fielder at extra cover, and they're going to collect one more run. So no damage done. It's 6 without a wicket after the first over. So 2 without a wicket after the first over as Irshad takes a new ball from the other end. Medium pace bowler, not a big run up with a fielder at long on and long off standing at the boundary ropes. Big gap available on the leg side. There is no fielder at mid wicket or square leg for the right-handed batter. It's pretty hot here in Karachi here today, so we might not see fast bowlers steaming in such an hot and humid weather, but we have seen that in the past as well. Spinners have been more successful here at TMC Cricket Ground, so we might see more and more bowlers bowling those cutters and consuming their energy. Once again, trying to hit that a little too hard on the offside, but there's so many fielders available. In fact, we can see fielder at extra cover, cover point, backward point, even third man is inside. Trying to take the aerial route, just gets it past extra cover. Slight misfield there from the fielder at long off, but he backs it up in an attempt of getting those 2 runs, but they'll still pick up just a run. Could have easily got 2 there because of the misfield from the fielder at long off, but they decided not to do with that. Both the openers Fahadul Haq and Ali Naki still in search of their first boundary of this final. And as soon as the left-hander gets back on strike, we see another change in the field. Now a fielder at square leg. Trying to play across the line. No signal from the on-field umpire. But that means it's another dot ball. So far so good from both these new ball bowlers. The Bee just conceding 2 in his opening over, and so far Irshad in his first 5 has just conceded 1 run. trying to use his feet, hitting it straight down towards the fielder at long off. He'll get a run. So just 2 runs coming in the opening over from Irshad after two. Habib Metropolitan Bank are four without a wicket. Tries to sweep that on the leg side. There is a fielder at long on who has a fair distance to cover, which he does. And still just a single taken by the left-hander. So both these sides are coming off a strong victory in their semi-finals when they both were able to chase down the target. That might have been the reason why Soneri Bank won the toss and decided to bowl first here today. Tucked away on the leg side, the bowler is going after the ball himself. Just like the bowling side, it seems like even the opening batters are trying to consume their energy. So far, no urgency has been shown by the two batters. Not looking for boundaries, and instead, they're not even looking for those 2 runs. Ideally, they would be hoping to get off to a rocketing start in this first batting power play of first 6 overs. A horizontal bat shot towards the right side of the fielder at long off, and he fumbles. And unintentionally, fortunately, he gets a boundary. The first of the final coming from the bat of the left-hander. Just cannot blame the bowler on that occasion because that was not a bad delivery. A better effort was needed from the fielder at long off who covered the distance but just couldn't go down to the ball and instead gifted a boundary to the opposition. This time he takes the aerial route. There is a fielder at long on and he does well. He does really well running away towards his left. Might have lost the side of the ball in the background because of the grey skies, but he still managed to stop the boundary. And the left-hander just picks up a run. Both the fielders at long on and long off have been positioned pretty square. So even if they're going to try to play that slog sweep towards mid-wicket, both those fielders are going to be in action. Trying to hit it straight. Once again, the protection is out there, and this time there is no fumble from the fielder at long off. 7 runs have come. In fact, 8 have come in this over from the beat. Make that 8 with another wide outside the off stump. He goes for another big shot on the leg side. Don't think he has timed that ball well enough. And once again, the fielder at long on is going to be in action. So single to win the over with 3 done. It's 14 without a wicket. Starting off with another wide outside the off stump, so not a good start this from medium pacer. But a cautious start this from the batting side. Just one boundary so far in the first three. Might be another one. So although he's bowling with a shorter runner with not much pace in it, but still not finding the line and length. Talking about Soneri Bank, well, they also chased down the target in the first, in fact, in the first semi-final, where they chased 143 comfortably against Surti Denim. And even today, they will be hoping that they can restrict the opposition to a low score. Because if they can manage to do so, it will be ideal for them to chase down the target because the weather is going to cool down towards the latter stages of the game. But right now, it's not only difficult for the bowlers, but difficult for the batters as well. Talking about Habib Metropolitan Bank, well, they might have also opted to bowl first here today because they also prefer chasing like they did in the semi-final against Chan Foods and chased down 150 inside 18 overs and won that game by 7 wickets. That is flicked in the air. Lakongon is in place, but he's not going to stop that one. That's a rainy light stroke, this from the right-hander. Just flicking it past that fielder at long on, who also tried his best running away towards his right, but he just timed it too well. And the ball just raced away to the fence. So both the openers have now got a boundary each. After giving away two wides early on, has now conceded a boundary. Rishad Khan. Well, a pretty decent first over, but he went for just two. Once again, tucked away on the leg side. There is a big gap available, and if they can run hard, they can easily come back for two. And yes, they do. Just get the feeling both these openers are trying to assess the conditions in the first two. And now they have got their eyes set, they might look to launch big. Once again, trying to hit it straight. It's up and it's over long off. Momentarily, the fielder down there at long off thought he was in a chance of taking that one. But Ali Naki just timed it too well. And here comes the first maximum of the final. Slightly outside the Ostam, overpitched, using his long reach. Didn't try to hit that a little too hard, but still timed it way too well. So pretty expensive over this from Rashad. 15 of it already. Now we are seeing another change in the field. The fielder has been asked to move towards mid-wicket from extra cover. Might look to target the stumps now. He does, but this time it's driven towards long off. Pretty decent over this from Habib Metropolitan Bank. A single to win the over with. The score now moves on to 30 without a wicket after the first four. So 30 for no loss after first four. Still no change in the bowling attack as the left-arm orthodox Zabir is going to continue with his third. And by far, he has been the pick of the bowlers of the The two bowlers that have bowled with the new ball. He was very unlucky to have conceded a boundary in the previous over when we saw that misfield from the fielder at long gone. Apart from that, he has been pretty decent, pretty immaculate with his line and length. This time it's swept away on the leg side. It's into the gap. And we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. In fact, the arms are aloft, so he timed it way too well on that occasion, Ali Naki. And finally, he has started opening his shoulders. We were just mentioning how well Dabirullah Sheikh bowled in the previous over. But this time it was Ali Naki who took the attack to the bowler and hit him over mid wicket for a maximum. These are not good signs for the bowling side because now they have started leaking runs and they haven't picked up a wicket as of yet. And Ali Naki looks like he has come out on a mission. He's not going hard at every ball. In fact, he's just waiting for that bad delivery and he's trying to put that away over the boundary ropes. So far, he has managed to do it thrice. He goes for a big shot once again. And he has timed it way too well. One bounce forward, this time past the fielder at long off. There is not much turn available for the spinner, and Ali Naki is making full use of that. A 6 over mid wicket, followed by a boundary straight down the ground. Captain is straight away having a word with the bowler, and we might see another change in the field. Well, with that boundary, Ali Naki also becomes the leading run scorer of this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. Well, he was at the second position before this match, just needing two more, which he did. And now officially he becomes the leading scorer. And guess what? He has got all the time in the world to score more runs because there are still almost 15 overs remaining. And he's got his eye in. He'll be eyeing for another big score today. Works away on the leg side and straight away scampers through a run. So brilliant over once again comes to an end. 11 of it. HMB after 5 overs are 41 without a wicket. It's Rashad Khan who is about to start his third. Once again, Ali Naki has managed to hit it straight down the ground, but this time just for a run. So Soneri Bank skipper is in no mood of making any changes in the bowling attack. Does get the feeling that the spinners might come in after the batting power play is done and dusted with. Fahadul Haq tries to go big. It's going down towards fine leg boundary. The fielder is after it. He just manages to stop that ball behind the boundary lines. And the left-hander comes back for a couple. Well, Fahad has been a silent partner in this partnership so far. Has just scored 12. But you can say that a bulk of the strike has been with the right-hander Ali Naki. Once again, not capped well by the wicketkeeper. Short third man is after it, but I think the ball is going to win the race. So not only it's a wide, but they're going to get 4 extra runs. So 5 wides will be added to the total. And the score now moves on to 49 without a wicket. It's not a flying start, but they have built up. After two first overs that were pretty quiet, they have managed to score 45 in the next 3.2. Just let that ball go straight to the wicket keeper. Well, he was hoping the umpire to call it as another wide since Rashad has been slightly struggling against the left-hander when he looks to bowl outside the off stump. Thrice he has missed his length. Nicely struck, but straight to extra cover. It's really important that you have got a partner at the other end who is doing scoring at an aggressive pace, because then it allows Fadul Haq to just settle in. This time he decides to go big on the leg side. It's up in the air. Who wants it? The long on is covering around, but he won't get there. In fact, the ball goes over his head and into the fence. So first maximum for the left-hander. And with that, 50 also comes up for Habib Metropolitan Bank. Might have been a top edge, but the ball just kept going over mid-wicket. It's really difficult to spot that ball in the grey skies. Would have been much difficult for the fielder at long on, especially with the sun beating down and running in towards his left. It's never easy to take a running catch. And in the end, it did not even matter because the ball just went over his head. Trying to flick it away. Might have struck the pads on its way through the fielder at fine leg. Leg buys, signaled by the on-field umpire. So another decent So back after the drinks break, it's 56 without a wicket. We're going to see the first change in the bowling attack as the right arm off spinner Shahid Jamani has now been given the ball and he starts off with a wide down the leg side. This is exactly not the start which Soneri Bank were looking for after winning the toss and asking the opposition to bat. But a perfect start from the batting side's point of view. Swept away on the leg side. It's up in the air. Chance for the fielder and put down. Well, he was positioned perfectly a square left to take that catch. Just couldn't hold on to it even on the second attempt. It was the first chance that came in for Soneri Bank to take a wicket and it has been grasped. What a start that would have been for Shahid Jamani. What a boost of confidence that would have been for the off spinner had he taken that wicket. But instead, Fahad got a single and it's Ali Lucky now on strike. And straight away, we have started witnessing some changes in the field with two fielders at mid wicket and square leg at the boundary ropes, and a fielder at long on and long off as well. Another fumble there from extra cover. Well, it's not the first time. In fact, just couldn't go down to the ball even in the second attempt. Just get the feeling the weather is getting better of the fielding side right now. A catch being put down, few misfields, few easy runs being given to the opposition. Might prove to be very costly in the second innings. As Shahid Jawani bowls another one down the leg side. Coming down the wicket, but still not being able to time that well enough. We'll just get a run towards long on. He's coming around the wicket to the left-hander just to make use of that drift. And with that drift, if we can manage to turn the ball away from the left-hander, can bring the outside edge into play. But even for that, he has not taken a fielder at first slip. Now he's going to be bowling into the right-hander, coming over the wicket. Ali Nagi once again tries to hit it too hard, but this time no error done from the fielder at extra cover. So they made full use of the batting power play, scoring at more than 9. Can they continue with that rate in the middle overs as well? You can see the strong breeze flowing across the ground. So it might be easy for the batters batting from the other end to hit straight down the ground since the wind is flowing in that direction. Because if you're going to hit with the wind, the ball is going to travel. Well, was there some bat onto it? The fielder at short third did really well to stop that one with his left foot. No signal from the on-field umpire, so there was definitely the bat involved. Ali Naki survives. Another run taken by the right-hander. 7 done. It's 63 for none. It's going to be a double bowling change as Amir Zafar Replaces Rashad Khan from the opposite end. Ali Naki once again on strike. The off spinner is going to come around the wicket first up. Tucked away towards the leg side for an easy single by the right-hander. And this is what I was mentioning in the previous over as well. If the batter batting from this end is going to look to hit straight down the ground, he's going to get assistance from the wind as well. So hitting with the wind, and the ball will travel across the turf or over the fence. Slightly short, it was slightly uppish. He's still playing the waiting game for Adul Haq, although he's still striking at almost 118, but hasn't faced that many deliveries either. As he looks to come down the track and he gets a thickish outside half of the bat. If he had missed that, there was an opportunity there for the wicketkeeper to stump him. But he was lucky that he got an outside edge and the ball just went over the keeper's head for a run towards third man. Not many opportunities have been created either by the bowling side. Just one catch that came towards square leg in the previous over, and that was put down as well. So they should be looking to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen, Soneri Bank. Tries to muscle it. It's up in the air and just past the fielder at long off. Well, look at the strength behind that stroke from Ali Naki. He's a strong player who does not like to use his feet as much. But whenever tries to open his shoulders and tries to hit big, the ball usually travel across the turf. And the fielder at long off wasn't that square either, just had few meters to cover. Once again, sensible batting this from the right-hander. Straight away after getting a boundary, he gets a single towards the leg side. He's just not allowing the bowlers to get settled. It's picking up a single, getting the left-hander at the other end. It forces the bowlers to change the line of attack and to change the field as well. Slightly shorter, pulled away on the leg side. It's into the gap. Square leg is in place, who does a pretty decent job. The ball went to him at a very decent height. He stopped it. And Fahad gets a single in the process. So scoring at almost 9 and over now. HMB 71 without a wicket after 8 overs. Fahad decides to go big straight, but he's gonna be lucky as the ball once again lands in front of long off. Well, even he is trying to open his shoulders just like his opening partner. And these are not good signs for the bowling side because still 12 overs are remaining. Plenty of batting to come. And both these openers have got their eyes in for a big score. Ali Naki advances and just gets it over extra cover. Won't get a boundary, but you can see his intentions are pretty clear. So far, we haven't seen a fast bowler operating from Soneri Bank, and well, you can't even argue because of the weather. And by choosing spinners to bowl so far, they have just played in the hands of the batting side. Struck well all across the turf. Fielder available on the deep mid wicket. One good thing about both these openers is that they're looking to get at least one boundary every over. And if you get a boundary or a maximum and can pick up four or five single of the remaining five deliveries, the job is done already. Because scoring 9 or 10 makes sure that you're going to go well past 180, 190, which might not be that easy for Soneri Bank to chase down, considering that it's a final, it's a big game. Just trying to open the face of the bat. Another fumble there from the fielder at short third. Just overran the ball in the process of collecting it. Just missed it altogether. Inching closer to his personal milestone, Ali Naki, batting on 39. Nicely put away. Brilliant hit this from Fahad. This might travel all the way for six. Yes, it does. Not a good delivery from Shahid Jamani. Once again drifting onto the pads, and Fahad this time got into the position very early and hit it over backward square leg for a maximum. So a six to end the over with. Nine done. It's 81 without a wicket. A bit of a bounce, but once again down the leg side, so another extra run will be conceded by the bowling side. Tries to muscle it. Just couldn't get down to the ball at the last moment. He was lucky that the fielder at long off was just behind him. Otherwise, that might have gone all the way for four once again. Don't see much energy from the fielders as well. The weather can be blamed for that, but it's a final. Got to lift the trophy at the end of the game, so you might have to put in some energy, some effort. As Fahadul Haq once again tries to clear the fence on the leg side, but there's a fielder at mid wicket who once again fumbles. Falls all over the ball, but luckily it won't cost him that much. Nicely played. Finds a gap too. Some work to do from the fielder at Deepesh Rakaba, who does well. It was short, it was wide, it was put away nicely by Ali Naki, but he will just get a run. But he now moves into the 40s, just 9 runs away. And his partner at the other end, Fahadul Haq, is slowly and gradually improving his strike rate as well. Nicely struck. All across the turf, there is a fielder at Deepesh Rakawa. Even if you look at the effort of the bowlers and the fielders, just get the feeling they're satisfied with conceding just runs and twos as long as they're not conceding boundaries or maximums. Because if you start leaking two or three boundaries every over, then the panic starts coming in. Nicely struck, nicely fielded. In fact, it was a half stop by the bowler himself, who tried to run the batter out at the bowler's end on his follow through, but won't succeed in that, as they managed to score 6 runs in the 10th over. It's 87 for none after 10. It's Arafat Jamil, who is now bowling the 11th over of the innings, and he was welcomed with a boundary by Ali Naki. It's the first fast bowler we are seeing operating today in the final. Won't be easy for him, as you must have seen in the very first delivery when Ali Naki looked to charge down the ground and got a boundary straight back past him. 92 for no loss. 9.4 overs still remaining. Just get the feeling both these batters will have to bat through the innings. Because if they can bat till the 15th or 16th over and then start losing wickets, the momentum is going to break. And the later order batters might not find that easy to continue from where they will leave. So it's important that one of these two batters, if not both of them, should stay till the end. Knocked him over. That's what a fast bowler brings. It's Sarafat Jamil who was looking to change the angle, coming around the wicket. Fahad looking to play across the line, missing the line of the ball. And it's Sarafat who disturbs the timber. So finally they have managed to break this opening stand, as Fahad was going to walk back to the dugout. But a brilliant opening stand comes to an end. Habib Metropolitan Bank are 92 for 1. Hassan is the new batter in. So now both the batters are right-handers, and the fielding side will definitely breathe a sigh of relief because they won't have to change the field whenever a single has been taken. They can opt to have those two fielders on the leg side and a fielder on the off side at the boundary ropes. But a good start this summer. Arafat Jamil, a wicket in his very first over, exactly what his side needed. Bowls it slightly shorter, pulled away towards mid wicket. Won't get more runs, Ali Naki. But his job might get a little difficult now because he has spent enough time at the crease. Yes, he might be looking the ball like a football, but it's equally exhausting as well to bat in this weather. And to continue with the same energy that he showed in the start of the innings might not be that easy. As Arafat bowls another dot ball to end the over with a brilliant start this from the fast bowler. Not many runs conceded and a wicket already in the first. It's 94 for 1 after 11. 94 for 1 after 11. Amir Zafar about to start his third. Ali Naki once again on strike. Gets a single towards mid wicket, and you can already see that he is slowing down while running between the wickets. But his partner at the other end, Ehsan Khan, who is relatively fresh, was steaming in. He might push his partner at the other end to go for a couple, but might not be that easy. And when that happens, the fielding side usually have the opportunity of getting a wicket on a run out. Slightly shorter, sitting down on one knee, sweeping it finally, and gets a boundary as well. It's a pretty slow pitch, and if you're going to bowl it that short and that much down the leg side, you're asking for trouble, especially to a new batter like Mohammad Ehsan Khan, who can even use his feet, and he gets into the position early as well. Even to a new bowler, to a new batter, in fact, you just need to look to target the stumps. He bowls it shorter once again, but this time there will be just a single towards square leg. With that single, 100 also comes up for HMB, 100 for 1 in 12th over. So So that single brings up a 50 for Ali Naki, another one in this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. And he's showing once again why he's the leading run scorer of this tournament. Slightly short, a chance and taken. Where it was there to be hit, it was slightly short and was wide outside the off stump. He got the room. Just trying to hit that a little too hard, not being able to keep the ball down, and in the end, giving up a simple chance towards short third. So back-to-back wickets for Soneri Bank. Hassan Khan's short stay is over. Amir Zafar, in fact, picks up his first wicket as well. So 12 done, it's 101 for 2. Struck once again nicely towards long gone, but Ali Naki will just get a run. So they were 81 without a wicket after the first 9, and in the next 3, they have just managed to score 20 runs and have lost 2 wickets. First, it was Fahadul Haq, who was dismissed by Arafat Jamil, and then Amir Zafar picked up the wicket of Ahsan Khan. Just making a comeback in this match, and almost a chance for a bowler on his follow through, but it was nicely struck. Wasn't much time available for the bowler himself to just take that catch in his follow through. And the right hander, the new batter, picks up a single to get off the mark. Slightly shorter, it's up in the air, but just landing in front of mid wicket. Really testing conditions out here today at TMC. Yes, there is a strong breeze that is also flowing across the ground, but the sun is beating down as well, and it's equally exhausting for the batters to just stay out there and bat. He clears the field and he hits a six over square leg. That's an extraordinary stroke from Zishan Farooqi, considering that it was just the second delivery that he was facing. Yes, it was pitched up. Yes, it was there to be hit. But still, to get so much connection towards the leg side, especially when you're looking to play across the line that early in your innings. Extraordinary stroke, this. Ali Nagi is now batting on 52. Well, he has faced 43 deliveries now. He has slowed down considerably towards the latter half of his innings, but he needs some support at the other end. If he can get a partner who can get those boundaries, he can still deal in singles and twos and might look to go big at the end. Look, because he's timing the ball a little too well, but just not being able to find the gaps now. Another decent over comes to an end from Arafat. Yes, he conceded a 6 in it, but just conceded 10 overall. 13 done. It's 1-1-1 for 2. Change in the bowling attack as Amir Sabr has now been replaced by another off spinner. Last few overs are around remaining for HMB. How many runs can they score? As he tries to hit it in the air and taken. A really good catch on the fielder at long off, and he's still standing in his place just to confirm it to the umpire that he was very comfortable in taking that just a few inches ahead of the boundary ropes, and that's a spectacular take. So once again, a new batter comes in, tries to hit few boundaries, but he loses his confidence and will be heading back to the dugout. So flurry of wickets now in the last few overs for HMB. They have now lost their third with a score on 113. It's getting more and more difficult now for HMB to get those boundaries now because they've started losing wickets. Few overs ago, both these openers were going pretty strong, but now they have lost three wickets, that too in quick succession. And you can now see the pressure building on Ali Naki. He's now standing like a lone warrior, but he needs some support at the other end. A successful over comes to an end from Adnan Server. Just 3 runs and a wicket. It's 114 for 3 after 14. He tries to go big. There is a failure at deep mid wicket, but he's very lucky. He'll get a boundary. Fahad Mansoor. Just 37 runs have been scored in the last six for the loss of 3 wickets. So the need to up the ante, Habib Metropolitan Bank. At one stage, they were going pretty strong when both the openers were set. But now it's the bowling side, Soneri Bank, who are at top of the game, looking to play across the line, but not finding the middle part of his bat, and he looked disappointed too. They will just jog along for that single. Ali Naki will just get the feeling it has been sluggish innings from the right-handed opener. Yes, he was going strong at the start of the innings, but now striking at 117. Swept away once again towards the leg side. There are two fielders out there at mid-wicket and cow corner. Will just get a run. On the other hand, the Soneri Bank bowlers, the spinners, are just trying to rush through the overs, and they sense that they have built up enough pressure on the batting side. Singles won't matter to them at this stage of the game as long as they keep on picking up those wickets. As Fahad Mansoor once again tries to go big, long on, won't take that one. Even a jump in the air was not that sufficient for the fielder to take that one. Fahad Mansoor once again tries to clear the field and hits it way over long on for a maximum. But they need quite few of those now, HMB. Gets it over square leg. Mid wicket is in place, will get a run. So productive over this for HMB. They need more of those because now just 4 overs remaining in the innings. HMB after 16 at 132 for 3. Takes the interlude on the offside. Long off is in place. An extraordinary attempt there from the fielder at long on earlier in this over, but the catch was put down. They have dragged things back in their favor to considerable amount now, Soneri Bank. All they need to do is to finish the things well. Ali Naki once again advances, but just could not get closer to the pitch of the ball. Well, after just getting his half century, he has just dealt in singles, Ali Naki. A bit of a bounce. Missed it altogether. Who would have thought after getting a very good start in the first nine, they will be begging for runs from the bowling side. Tries to clear the field. Well, it's up in the air. Might be taken this time. It's not that difficult. And this time the fielder doesn't make any mistake whatsoever. There was a fielder at long on who was positioned perfectly, although he had to take few inches forwards, which he did, and gets another catch. So another wicket goes down. It's Fahad Manzoor, who has now been dismissed. He goes back after scoring 17 of 15 deliveries. And HMB have now lost their fourth. They are at 137 for 4. So just under 2 overs now remaining for Habib Metropolitan Bank. Ali Naki has just started to hit those big shots towards the end of the innings. He was struggling a few overs ago, but now he senses that the time has come for him to launch big. As he tries to clear the field on the leg side once again, but the ball just hitting the toe end of the bat. The Dabir, who has come out from the other end now, bowling his last over, hasn't tasted success so far. Has given away 25. Make that 26 when another single towards long on. Ideally, 175 or 180 should be on the minds of HMB batters right now. And for that, they will have to make sure that the next 8 deliveries, they get at least 3 or 4. Ali Naki comes down the track. Well, it was a faster one. Chance of a run out, and this will definitely be a run out. Yes, the fingers has been raised because the batter at the striker's end did not drag his bat. Instead, he just placed it inside the crease, but by the time it was a little too late because it was an accurate throw and the brilliant glove work. It's Liaquat Qadri who will be walking back to the dugout after scoring just 4, courtesy of a run out at the wicket-keeper's end. And HMB are now at 154 for 5. Asham is the new batter in, and he has been the castle of the very first ball. So the Beer who started the bowling was still searching for his first wicket, and finally he has managed to get one. And HMB have now lost 2 in 2. It's 154 for 6. So Irshad Khan comes in to bowl the last over, and he has been welcomed with a boundary on the offside. So in between those wickets, Ali Naki got a chance of catching his breath once again. He gets a boundary of the very first ball of the last over, and he will surely be thinking to get few more before the innings gets over. 158 for 6 is not that a big of a score considering the fact that it's a very good batting track and not big boundaries on either side of the wicket. He once again tries to hit it too hard, but now there are two fielders standing on the offside, a deep extra cover and long off. Faraz Akil, the new batter, hasn't faced a delivery as of yet. Ideally, he will be looking to get a single and get down to the other end. Instead, he decides to go big and gets it over long off. What a blow of the very first delivery. Pitched up outside the off stump, clearing the front leg and hitting it comfortably over the long off fielder for a maximum. It's a good start to this last over. 4 single and a maximum. 11 runs off it already. Shot has been really expensive today. 37 without any wickets so far. With still 3 balls to go in his spell. In fact, 43 now with that 6. So 165 for 6 with 3 balls remaining. How many can they score more in the last 3 balls? He once again clears the aerial route, but this time the long on will be in action. Will just get a run. But most importantly, it's Ali Naki on strike. He has played half the overs today for his side and scored 77. Let's see how valuable that innings is going to prove to be as he once again uses his feet, gets it into the gap between long on and mid wicket, and we see a fumble. And Irshad is not pleased whatsoever. He's on his knees because he was expecting a better effort from the fielder at mid wicket. He got down to the ball but still just could not bend at the last moment, and as a result, gifted another boundary to Ali, who now moves on to 81 of 61 with the ball still remaining in the innings. He's gone for 48 now, Irshad. Last delivery, just let that ball go straight to the wicket keeper. He was hoping that might be given as a wide, but not to be. So a dot ball to finish off the innings, and HMB have scored 170 for the loss of 6 wicket in their allotted 20 overs. Ali Naki, as they came out to open the innings, Fahad was the first batter to be dismissed after scoring 32, and then they just kept on losing those wickets with just one batter in the middle order who entered double figures, Fahad Manzoor scoring 17, but Ali Naki stayed unbeaten from the start of the innings, scoring 81 of just 62. Talking about the bowling effort, 6 bowlers were used. The Dabir Shahid, Amir Arafat, and Adnan all picking up a wicket, whereas Rashad gave away 48 runs in his 4 overs and could not pick up a wicket today. So the target for Soneri Bank when they will come out to bat in the run chase will be 171 in this final of Intellectual Solutions presents 78 Challenges Corporate Cup. So 33 without a wicket and make that 39 over long on. This is a flying start for Soneri Bank. Irshad Khan is on a roll, 34 of just 13 deliveries. What a start to this run chase by Soneri Bank. We've been mentioning it before as well. HMB might have felt 20 or 30 runs short when they scored 170 in their allotted 20 overs. And Soneri Bank have gone off to a flying start. Kaisar Hussain has just been a mere spectator at the other end because the bulk of the scoring has been done by Irshad. Scoring at almost 13 per over. It's 39 without a wicket after 3. Using his wrist and hitting it towards long on. The two fielders outside a 30-yard circle are at mid-wicket and long gone. And well, what a start Irshad has provided to his side. Ehsan Khan, on the other hand, has been really expensive, has conceded 33 in his 2. Whereas Salman, the left-arm seamer, gets conceded 5. But I don't think Irshad is going to spare him either, considering the fact that fielding restrictions are still in place. And they're going to stay that way for the next 3 overs as well. Thrashes that one on the outside, but the ball goes straight to the fielder on the outside. So he has come out with a definite intent. So back live after the small break. 3 maximums and 2 boundaries for his shot as he goes for another big one. Slightest of appeal there from Salman, but 2 no avail. Well, he's still trying hard. He's still bending his back, looking for that first wicket. We saw that in the first innings as well. As soon as they lost their first wicket, HMB, the wickets started tumbling and they just could not really recover. Although they got few runs towards the end of the innings, but 170 might not be enough against Soneri Bank. Once again, just lets that ball go straight to the wicket keeper. Clears his front leg and gets it over mid-wicket. Might have not hit those 2 boundaries in the last 2 balls, but as soon as he got that ball in his zone, he had no hesitation in clearing his front leg and hitting it over mid-wicket for another maximum. A completely contrasting effort in this innings from Rashad as compared to the other batters who batted for HMB in the first innings. He has raced away to 40 of just 18. Advances. It's up in the air. Chance to the fielder, but the ball just lands between those two. The luck is in his favor so far. That could have gone straight to the fielder. In fact, even the bowler could have run back and taken in his follow through, but not to be. So a six and a single to win the over with 4 done. It's 47 for none. Forty-seven for none. 11 deliveries still to go in this batting power play. Change in the bowling attack. The left arm orthodox has now been introduced from the opposite end. Once again, Kesser doing the right thing, picking up a single and gets a shot at the striker's end. Fahadullah, who came out to open the innings, now bowling the fifth over of the innings. Irshad once again drives that one past that fielder at cover. He finds the gap as well. Well, he's just dealing in boundaries and maximums so far. 50 comes up for Soneri Bank as well. Sweeps it away fine. There is nothing much sweeper at soil fine leg could do about that. Once again finds the gap on the onside Kaiser. Two boundaries in this over as well. Making full use of these first 6 overs, the openers of Soneri Bank. Even HMB openers were going all guns blazing when they were batting. Things start to change when they lose wickets. And now HMB are in search of that wicket. In fact, not one, just two or three. So two boundaries and a single conceded in that opening over from Fahad. 5 done. It's 56 for none. Salman to continue with his third. Once again, guiding it fine. There was no third man in place. He's going to get an easy boundary once again. Just toying with the field and the bowling so far, both these openers. It's Irshad who gets another boundary now on the offside. Salman, who was pretty economical in his first two, has already given a boundary of the very first delivery now. Ideally, they will be looking to get 2 or 3 wickets at this stage. Because we have seen that in the first innings as well. It's never easy for a new batter coming in and start scoring runs, especially in this hot and humid weather. So it's important that the batter who's been out there in the middle has faced enough deliveries to just go on and stay there till the end. Full toss. Hits up in the air. Chance for the fielder. And oh my goodness, that has been put down as well. He was running in. That catch came at him at a good height. Twice he tried to take that, even the third attempt, but the ball just went too far from him. Salman just cannot believe it. He cannot believe his luck. A low full toss that could have been hit anyway. Instead, he just miscues it. And the fielder at mid-off makes a mess of it. Would have been a big wicket as well, because we are talking about Rishad, who has raced away to 47 out of just 23. And if they would have got his wicket at this stage, might have slowed things down, but not to be now. What an extraordinary stroke that is. Straight away after he hit it, he signaled to the umpire that he got his bat. Was pitched up on leg stump. He has somehow managed to scoop it over wicket keeper and gets another boundary. Once again, the left-hander starts the over with a short delivery that has been put away towards extra cover. But the fielding restrictions are over, and now five fielders are standing outside the inner ring, so we might not see that many boundaries being hit. But a brilliant start this from Soneri Bank. Looks like they're in no pressure whatsoever in this run chase. Now they just need 102 more to win. They've got 82 deliveries remaining, so the required run rate is not an issue. And if you talk about wickets, well, they've got all 10 wickets intact as well. Slower through the air, plays it up in the air, but it's going to land between long on and long off. Tries to sweep that, he muscles it. There is protection now. Two fielders are standing pretty close to each other at mid-wicket position, especially for that slog sweep. Rashad, meanwhile, has gone past his half century of just 26 deliveries. Big appeal, and the finger goes up. Excellent take just by the wicket keeper. The ball just did not bounce on that occasion. He was once again looking to force that ball on the offside. Gets an inside edge, and the wicketkeeper does the rest. So it's the dangerous batter Rashad who has now been dismissed after getting a half century, a brilliant innings from the right-handed opener. And Soneri Bank have now lost their first. It's 71 for 1. 71 for 1 after 7. It's time for a change in the bowling attack as Gohar Usman will now be beginning the 8th over of the innings. We just saw the departure of Rashad Khan in the previous over where he was dismissed by Fahadul Haq, a brilliant catch by the wicketkeeper, but not before. He lit up this ground with a brilliant half century of just 26 deliveries. Half stop in his follow through. Just rushing through his fingers. Assam Parvez, the new batter, the left-hander. Let's see if he can carry on from where Irshad left before he got dismissed. Just 99 more to win. 77 balls remaining. So required run rate, as we mentioned once again, is not going to be a big deal for Soneri Bank. Once again, a sharp single. Good throw. Oh, why was the bowler standing in front of the stumps? If he had been standing behind the stump and had carried the throw, there might have been a chance of a run out because Assam was casually just running towards the wicketkeeper's end. Well, they've got their first wicket. They need to make more breakthroughs now. HMB. Down the leg side. Not good bowling this. Fine leg is after the ball. The outfield has been pretty quick. And that has touched the boundary ropes as well. 4 signal by the on-field umpire. Straying onto the pads and paying the price for it. Almost going at 11 and over when the required run rate was 8.5 from the start of the innings. He once again takes the aerial lead, but fielder is out there at mid wicket. Will just get a run, but you could see that he still wants to get those runs as early as possible, Kaiser. Slightly short and slightest of appeal there from the bowler, but the wicketkeeper was not at all enthusiastic. He knew that the ball was miles away from the bat. The right decision was made in the end. Might be given as a wide because it was too wide outside the off stump. And the batter doing the right thing by just showing his arms and letting that ball go to the wicketkeeper. Now we are at a similar stage where HMB were at in their first innings. Once again, a sharp single and a fumble. There were at least 2 run-out opportunities that were created in this over. On both occasions, it was Hassan Parvez who was running towards the danger end. Could have been a wicket, but not to be. Another single to the left-hander. 8 done, 79 for 1. Sure. It's 80 for 1 after 8. Gap somehow. Kaiser. He looks pretty settled now. Bahadullah once again trying to flat that ball. Well, he has been the only bowler who has managed to apply the brakes on the scoring rate. He has managed to do that by picking up both the wickets to fall so far in this innings of Soneri Bank. And he still has an over remaining after this one. He'll be hoping that he can help his captain by causing some more damage in this innings of Soneri Bank. It's up in the air. Extra cover is trying to get underneath that, and he takes it. And as we speak, Fadul Haq picks up another. What a remarkable spell this is turning out to be from the left arm spinner. 3 wickets in just 3 overs, just 17 runs conceded. And Soneri Banks, who were going all guns blazing in the first 6, have now lost 3. They are 84 for 3 after 9. Changes his angle, comes over the wicket, but once again it's Rafat who picks up another single on the leg side. So now we are in a similar stage where HMB were in their first innings too. Because after 9 overs, they were 81 without a wicket. Soneri Bank have managed to score 9 more runs, but they have lost 3 more wickets. So just like the way HMB couldn't score at a rapid pace in the middle phases or the latter stages of the innings, they will be hoping that they can apply those same breaks and in the process keep on picking up wickets. Because wickets are going to be the key. Wickets are going to decide who is going to lift the trophy at the end of the game. A wide signal this time by the on-field umpire. So one more run will be added to the total. These 3 wickets in quick succession has made this match a little more interesting. Arafat once again. In fact, it was Kaiser who used his feet, and it's important that he stays out there because he has now spent enough time at the crease. 30 or 21 deliveries with 5 boundaries to the right hander. Slightly short, another fumble. The ball just going between the legs of the fielder at backward point, and they're going to get an easy couple as well. He's taking his risk so far, Arafat, and he's paying off. A couple to win the over with 10 done. It's 94 for 3. Fahadul Haq now bowling his last over. He has managed to pick up 3 wickets. Once again, trying to clear the field, Kesser. Ball just might have rushed through the pads. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. No signal, so might have got an inside edge. But that now brings Arafat Jamil back on strike, and he has been very busy so far in his short stay. He's already got a boundary. Got a couple in the last ball of the previous over as well. Ideally, he just need to see out these remaining deliveries from Fahad because cannot afford to lose any more wickets now. Was there a chance? That looked close. To build that pressure, they have now placed an extra fielder inside the inner ring at extra cover. And the ball goes straight to him. There might be a chance of a run out, but well, they needed a better throw, a better effort from extra cover. Maybe an underarm throw or a throw at the bowler's end might have made things interesting. Sweeps it, but straight to long on. Driven, another fumble. They cannot afford to leak these many easy runs at this stage, especially when you have got so much pressure on the opposition. 11 done, it's 100 for 3. Another change is Fahad Manzoor, who has started the 11th over of the innings. Once again, trying to play across the line, but this time just not getting any connection whatsoever. And he was lucky that the ball did not hit the leg stump because he had already exposed all the stumps when he was looking to move across the line, across the off stump. Sometimes it can be dangerous, sometimes it can be lucky. So far, he has managed to score a few runs, but the luck might not favor him every time. Low full toss, driven towards long on. Slightly short and put away nicely. He's running the first one hard, but I don't think he's going to come back for the second one in this hot and humid weather. Still trying to save that energy, still trying to conserve the energy there for this run chase. Once again, not timing it too well. The fielder did really well to get onto the ball. Both these batters are running well between the wickets. Slightly shorter and put away nicely on the offside for another single. So he's going to retain the strike at the start of next. Well done. It's 105 for 3. Time for another change in the bowling attack. The off spinner Ali Naki has been introduced and he has been welcomed with a boundary over extra cover. Extraordinary stroke once again from Arafat Jamil and growing in confidence with each and every delivery that he is facing. Pitched up, not much turn there for the off spinner. Deliberately playing it over extra cover and gets a boundary. So the leading run scorer and one of the leading Naki has a job to do now. Plays in the air and the ball just fell short. Could not have spotted the fielder perfectly there, Arafat Jamil. Square leg inside and the ball. In fact, it was fine leg fielder who was diving forwards to take that catch, but the ball just bounced in front. Tries to hit that in the air, but long on is in place. Will just get a run. Kaiser has been a very good innings from Kaiser as well, just like the way his partner did. Well, that is improvisation at its really best. Fielder at short, third man is after the ball, but I don't think he's going to pull the ball back. He doesn't. And in the process, Arafat Jamil picks up another boundary. It's his second of the over, his third overall. Chips it in the air once again, running the first one hard. There is ample of opportunity to come back for the second, and they do. So they have gone after their best bowler early, Nakil. It seems they have already managed to score 12 of 5 deliveries, one ball still to go, and Ali Naki is not happy with the effort. Just get the feeling he wants an extra fielder at mid wicket inside the inner ring to stop those singles. Plays it on the offside. Brilliant batting this from Marafat. What a knock he's playing today for his side. 13 runs coming in that opening over of Ali Naki. Very expensive start this for the off spinner. It's 118 for 3 after 13. Fahd Mansoor is about to start the 14th over of the innings. Arafat Jamil might be stumped. And yes, the finger has gone up. Flighting that ball outside the off stump. His back foot might have been slightly in the air when he was looking to drive that ball. Missed it altogether. But it's the wicket keeper who disturbed the stumps. So very crucial wicket at this stage of the game because a very good partnership was building between Arafat and Kesar. But Arafat has now been dismissed and Soneri Bank have lost their fourth at a score of 118. It's getting much more closer than we anticipated at the start of this innings. Almost picked up another one there, Fahad. Well, they need 53 more to win, but now they have lost 4 wickets. Although a set batter is out there at the other end, Kaiser, 37 or 28, but we have seen the new batters coming in, staying a bit of for a few deliveries and then getting out. Zen being the new batter in, but he's at the non-strikers end because now they have picked up a single. In fact, it was a bye that they conceded the bowling side HMB. Full toss worked away towards fine leg and underarm throw. And I think this looks close too. No signal from the on-field umpire, but that looked pretty close to the naked eye. Bit of bounce now for Fahad. You expect that from a leg spinner, especially when the pitch is that flat and there is not much turn available. Shorter, pulled away towards mid wicket. There is a failure out there in the middle. We'll just get a run. It's the spinners who are doing all the damage from HMB. We saw Fahadullah picking up 3, and now even Fahad Manzoor has picked up 1. A wicket or 2 more in the next 2 overs, and it's going to get even more difficult now for Soneri Bank. Trying to sweep that. That's an extraordinary stroke. He knew there was no failure at square leg. He once again sat down on one knee, and I think that might have gone for a boundary. Yes, it did. So once again finishing the over with a 4. It's 125 for 4 after 14. Ali Naki about to start his second. Has been an unusual start this for the off spinner. He's already the leading run scorer of this tournament, and he needs 2 more wickets to become the leading wicket taker as well. So he's had an extraordinary time in this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. It'll be a shame if he's going to end up losing this final for his side, because his team depends on him, especially in these last few overs when not many runs are needed and they still are in search of those wickets. Pitched up and once again hit hard towards long on. Oh, he was in 2 minds. Initially, he was looking to try, but just had to check his shot at the end. The ball might have hit the shoulder of the bat. Farhan is still out there fighting hard for his team. Into the 40s now. We have already seen a half century so far by the opener. Can he get 1-2 as well? Really good comeback over this has been from Ali Naki. He conceded 12 in his first, has given away 4 singles so far. In fact, 3 singles so far. Decides to go big. It's up. Long on, won't be able to take that one. And just when we were praising the efforts of Ali Naki in this over, he gets hit for a 6 of the last ball. It's 134 for 4 after 15. Another wild swing. But if there was ever a moment for Soneri Bank, in fact for HMB to pick up a wicket, it is now. Because just 37 runs are now needed and they've got 29 deliveries. They have done well to stretch this match this far, considering the way they started Soneri Bank. Another swing and a miss. The good thing is at least he's not moving his back foot. We have already seen a batter getting dismissed, stumped. It was Arafat Jamil who was trapped by the wicket keeper. But as long as Kesar is out there in the middle for his side, the hopes are going to be still alive for Soneri Bank to chase it down. Finally managing to hit it straight down the ground, back past the bowler for a single. And now that single brings Kesar Hussain on strike. 49 of 34. 6 boundaries and a maximum. And he picks up a single towards mid wicket. In fact, they might come back for a second, but they decided not to. But that is enough for a half century. 50 of just 35 balls for Kesar. He can raise the bat to the gallery. This has been an exceptional knock from the opener. Both Kesar and Nishad batted superbly at top of the order. Nishad got dismissed after his half century, and Kesar has supported this innings throughout. Decent over this from Fahad Manzoor. Just 2 runs off it so far with the ball to go. He's going to hope that he won't concede a maximum, just like the way his bowling partner Ali Lucky did in the previous over. He went for the switch hit and he missed it altogether. So just 2 runs coming in that over. 16 done. It's 136 for 4. Starts off with another short delivery that has been put away on the leg side, and he gets another boundary. So he might have scored runs with the bat in the first innings, but he's having a time to forget with the ball, Ali Naki. 26 runs now in just 2.1 overs. Ideally, the captain will be hoping to take him off the attack as he hasn't done anything good with the ball in his hands. All he has done has leaked away 26 precious runs for the opposition. All the pressure that was built from Fahad Manzoor in that previous over where he conceded just two has been released. Because now they have got a boundary of the opening delivery. And even five singles from here on is going to do the job. He goes for another big shot. He gets it into gap. In fact, good job done by the fielder at mid-wicket. Just manages to jump in the air and start the ball with one hand. Goes for another one. It's up in the air. Chance and taken. Finally picks up a wicket, Ali Naki. It's a celebration that we have seen throughout this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. Took him 15 deliveries in his spell to pick up his first, but still anything can be said in this match. All results are possible. Zainul Malik will walk back to the dugout after scoring 4. Soneri Bank are 141 for 5. So half the side back in the dugout. 30 more, in fact 29 now more to win. It's important that Kesa stays out there till the end because has not been easy for the new batter coming in and start scoring runs in this hot and humid conditions. Ali Naki, well, he still has a chance. He still has a chance of redeeming his spell. Slightly shorter once again. An underarm throw. Well, and you've got three fielders inside the inner ring on the offside and the ball come close to you. There shouldn't be a single. This is exactly what Ali Naki is trying to communicate with his colleagues. They need to stop these singles to put up more pressure. Meanwhile, the score now moves on to 144 for 5 after 17, with Soneri Bank still needing 27 more to win in the last 3 overs. So Fahad Manzoor is about to bowl his last, and this can be the decisive over of this game. He gave away just two in his previous one. And the reason why he has been difficult to put away is because he has bowled slower through the air and he has got a bit of more bounce as compared to the other bowlers. The new batter won't find it that easy to score runs against him, especially when the ball is turning away from the right-hander. Slightly short, gets a thickish outside edge. It's running down fine. Sure, third man is after it. Will he be able to pull the ball back? He doesn't. He might have stopped it partially, but the ball still went on with that momentum and hit the boundary ropes. It's a very crucial boundary for Soneri Bank and for Sher Ali. That will do his confidence a world of good. 23 from 16. They badly need a wicket or two at this stage, Soneri Bank. Trying to hit it too hard. It was well outside the off stump. An extra run at this stage is like a gift that is wrapped and packed and delivered to the doorsteps of the batting side. Big appeal. Just get the feeling the ball might have pitched outside the leg stump. One 4-9 now for five. Goes for a big one. It's up in the air and it's over the boundary ropes. A big blow this for HMB, a maximum from the bat of Sher Ali. And the score now moves on to 155 for 5. Well, we mentioned that before as well. This might be a decisive over, and the Soneri Bank has managed to capitalize on it. A boundary and now a maximum. Well, that was very dangerous. Might be given as a wide as it is, and they get an extra run too. So two wides conceded without a ball being bowled. Two more deliveries left in this over. And Soneri Bank are within a touching distance of chasing down the remaining runs. Just needing 14 now. Nicely swept. We'll get one more to the total. Short and wide in the gap. The fielder did not even bother to go after the ball because that way just went past the boundary ropes. What an over this has turned out to be for Soneri Bank. A pretty expensive over comes to an end from Fahad Manzoor. 18 done, 162 for 5 with now needing just 9 more runs to win. So just 9 more needed by Soneri Bank, and Kesar Hussain is still on strike. What a significant contribution he has provided to his team. Ali Naki, well, he has already picked up a wicket, but he has been really expensive in this all-important final. He needed 2 more wickets to get to the top of the table for the leading wicket takers. And that is the only reason why I think he has been given the ball to bowl the 19th over of the innings, because to defend just 9 runs in the last two is not an easy job, and I don't think it's going to be difficult for Soneri Bank either. Once again, sitting down on one knee and sweeping it all across the turf. Well, those drop catches of the opening batter, Irshad Khan, is going to haunt them a lot today. Because if those coup catches have been taken early on in the innings, would have been a different story altogether. This time the fielder from backward of point went straight towards the ball and did not allow the batters to go for a single. And this is the sort of urgency that should have shown early on in the innings as well. And they just let the batters accumulate those runs, getting those boundaries at will. Trying to get into the position, gets it past the wicketkeeper and fine leg. And that's going to run away for 4. None of the fielders even bothered stop that ball before it could touch the boundary ropes. So just 2 more to win for Soneri Bank. And you can already see the teammates standing at the edge of the boundary ropes. Forgettable spell today for Ali Naki, 37. And a much better effort was required from a senior campaigner. Struck it towards the long on, will get a single. So the scores are level. 19 overs have now been completed. Soneri Bank just need 1 more to win. They are at 170 for 5. A low full toss, swept away nicely. That's going to run away for 4, and that is it. Soneri Bank are going to be crowned as the champions of this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup, courtesy of those brilliant knocks from their opener, Kesar and Irshad Khan. Both the openers getting a half century. Irshad scoring 50 of just 27, and his partner staying unbeaten, scoring 59 of 41. That turned out to be too good for Habib Metropolitan back in the end. They just could not defend 117 in this all important final. And as a result, Soneri Bank are going to lift the trophy today. Let's start. Okay, it's time for the post-match presentation ceremony in this final of Intellectual Solution presents 78 Challengers Corporate Cup powered by Kalo Cricket. It was a wonderful tournament once again where we saw 8 teams participating, battling it out. In the end, it was the two largest banks, Habib Metropolitan Bank and Soneri Bank, that contested the final. And in this hot and humid weather, it was the Soneri Bank that were crowned as the champions of 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. But a big round of applause for Habib Metropolitan Bank. In fact, both the teams for putting up their A game. I mean, these were very trying and testing conditions out here, especially in this hot and humid weather. But both of these teams deserve all the applause for the effort that they put on in this all-important final. So once again, a huge round of applause for both the teams. Apart from both these teams, I would like to thank the remaining 6 teams that were a part of this 78 Challengers Corporate Cup. The Surti Denim Kind, Shan Foods, National Foods, Bayer Pakistan, Faisal Bank, and High Tech Construction Company. And I hope that all of them will be a part of the next edition of this Challengers Corporate Cup as well. The next, we are going to be starting off with the awards. And for the first, I would like to call upon stage the 2 umpires that officiated this important final. And for that, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Azhar Ali and Syed Jawad Ali to collect their awards. Mr. Bilal Majid, the tournament director, will be handing out the cash prizes to the officiating umpires. It was a brilliant match that went down to the last ball. First of all, I would like to call upon stage the player of the match, and for his brilliant half century, the unbeaten knock of 59. And for that, it's Kaisar Hussain who has been adjudged the man of the match. The next award is for the scorer, the official scorer, who made sure that each and every run was counted throughout this tournament. And for that, I would like to call Tariq from Cricket to collect his award as well. Moving on to the big awards, the tournament awards. First is for the best bowler of the tournament. And for picking up 18 wickets, along with a wicket in the final as well, it's Adnan Sarwar. Well, it requires a Herculean effort to score runs, especially in this hot and humid weather. And the guy who scored 416 runs in this tournament, unfortunately couldn't lift the trophy at the end of the final. It's Ali Naki of Habib Metropolitan Bank. He has been awarded as the best batter of the tournament. And now the big award, the player of the tournament award, and it goes to a gentleman who has not only scored more than 400 runs, but he just fell short of being the leading wicket taker. Well, he also picked up 17 wickets along with 400 runs. It's Ali Naki once again. Ali, आपसे चंद बातें भी करना चाहूँगा. अली, मौसम को देखते हुए ऐसा लग रहा था 170 एक अच्छा टोटल था, स्पेशली जब विकेट्स आनी शुरू हो गई थी, लेकिन क्या हुआ कि एंड में मैच हाथ से निकल गया?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो कांग्रेट्स सोनेरी बैंक की, वो लोग जीते, बहुत अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली. देखें, ये फाइनल मैच जो होता है बेसिकली जो भी मुश्किलात को देखेगा. अब फॉर एग्जांपल आप शुरू में कैच छोड़ देते हैं पहले ओवर की तीसरी बॉल पे, तो मैच का मोमेंटम वहीं से टूटता है. सही है, स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली हम लोग इस चीज़ को ख़राब करते हैं. 170 रन मेरे नज़र में, क्योंकि जितनी गर्मी है जिस हवाले से है, तो 170 रन का टोटल इतना आसान नहीं था. लेकिन इनके जो मिडिल ऑर्डर के बैटर्स थे उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की, स्पेशली कैसर, और दूसरे लड़कों ने बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की. मैं ये समझता हूँ कि हेड्स ऑफ द सुनहरी बैंक की इस तरीके से क्रिकेट वो खेल लें, बहुत आला, वेल प्लेड. और एक बात ये कहूँगा कि हमारी टीम ने भी माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली है, और मैं यही कहूँगा कि अपने आप को नीचे नहीं गिराएं. इंशाल्लाह आगे और भी टूर्नामेंट्स होते हैं और आगे हम अच्छा करेंगे, इससे भी ज़्यादा अच्छा करेंगे. बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much for being here with us. And now I would like to have few words with the runners-up captain, the captain of Habib Metropolitan Bank, Mr. Abdul Hafiz. If you can come up and have few words. हफीज़ भाई, वैसे अली भाई ने तो खुलासा कर ही दिया, लेकिन एक बेहतरीन कैंपेन रही, फाइनल तक रसाई हासिल की, अच्छा टोटल खड़ा किया और एंड ओवर तक लेके गए, तो आई थिंक इट्स मोरल बूस्टिंग फॉर योर साइड।
एग्जैक्टली हमने थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट बहुत अच्छा मैचेस खेले हैं और बड़ा अच्छा मोमेंटम के साथ खेला था। मैं थोड़ा फील कर रहा था कंफर्टेबल जोन में, थोड़ा सा लड़के आ गए थे, इस वजह से थोड़ा सा बैकलॉग हुआ और हम लोग थोड़ा सा चांस मिस करें। ऑल्दो इंटायर टूर्नामेंट इज बीन प्लेड वेरी वेल बाय आवर गाइस एंड कांग्रेट्स टू सोनेरी बैंक माशाल्लाह। तो इंशाल्लाह गोइंग फॉरवर्ड भी मैचेस हैं हमारे टूर्नामेंट्स में, तो इंशाल्लाह वी विल गिव हिम अ टफ टाइम इंशाल्लाह।
चलें, ऑल द बेस्ट अली अब्दुल हफीज़ भाई। यू कैन कलेक्ट योर रनर्स अप ट्रॉफी फ्रॉम आवर टूर्नामेंट डायरेक्टर मिस्टर बिलाल मजीद। A brilliant performance throughout the tournament and the deserving runners-up of this 70th Challengers Corporate Cup. And now the winning captain of Team Soneri Bank, Mr. Mohibullah. मोहिब भाई, आपकी चेहरे पे स्माइल बता रही है, काफ़ी खुश हैं आप अपनी परफॉर्मेंस, अपनी टीम की परफॉर्मेंस से भी आज।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ और लिटरली बहुत ज़्यादा प्राउड हूँ इस टीम को लीड करने में, जिस तरीके से इस टीम ने जय होके खेला है। बिकॉज बेसिकली आज का दिन जब हमने शुरू करा तो वी कम अप विद अ प्लान कि हम किस तरह से जो है वो ये फाइनल मैच को खेलेंगे। मैंने लड़कों को यही बोला था कि यार जो भी रिजल्ट हो आपने जो है वो बस स्ट्रेसफुली और केयरफुली क्रिकेट खेलनी है, प्रेशर पे मत आना है। और बॉयज़ ने इसी तरह से खेला है और जिस तरह से जो हमने प्लानिंग करा था उस प्लानिंग को जो 101 एग्जीक्यूशन हुई है, दैट इज़ ट्रिमेंडस। बिकॉज क्योंकि जो हमने सुबह से, बच्चे जानते हैं कि जो हम लोगों ने सुबह प्लानिंग करी थी कि हमने टॉस जीत के क्या करना है, अगर टॉस नहीं जीते तो क्या करना है, एंड देन फिर हमने जो है वो बैटिंग में क्या करना है। अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्लान जो है वो हर लड़के ने अपनी कोशिश करी, हर लड़के ने अपना एफर्ट करा। और अगेन आई वुड लाइक टू congrats all of my team members for their brilliant effort and keep it up guys.
नवीस जायद रन की ओपनिंग स्टैंड लग गई थी एचएमबी के, लेकिन उसके बाद से जिस समय से कमबैक किया और 170 तक महदूद रहा, तो कंटेंट रहते कि इस टारगेट को चेस कर लेंगे।
बिल्कुल, देखिए हमारा शुरू से जो हमारी बॉलिंग लाइन है वो हमारा जो है वो मेन वेपन रहा है। तो ऑब्वियसली जो इन लोगों ने, हबीब मेट्रो वालों ने, के ओपनर्स ने बहुत ही अच्छा मैच खेला और जो शुरू के 10 ओवर में जो उन्होंने रन स्कोर करे, तो ऑब्वियसली वो हमारा थोड़ा सा लिए जो है वो मीटिंग पॉइंट बन गया था। मगर हम लोगों ने ये एक दूसरे को पैक करा, हमें पता था, हमें भरोसा था अपनी बॉलिंग पे कि हमारी बॉलिंग ऐसी है कि वो जो है वो कम बैक करेगी। तो हम लोगों ने, फील्डर्स ने, सबने मिलकर जो है वो जान लगाई और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रिजल्ट हमारे हक में आया।
Mohib, all the best. Congratulations on winning the trophy. I won't take much long. You can collect your winners trophy from Bilal Majid. And the team can join their captain as well for the photograph, for the official photograph of the champions.
DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows say Bravo, a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris Cale is a champion. Dini a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Bungie is a champion, Folland is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gale is a champion. Don't forget Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly a champion, 958 Bolt a champion. Champion, champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows say Bravo, a champion.